something simple like that. And the first time I noticed that on my birthday, I was like, holy cow, how do these people know it's my birthday? Is that just luck? No, they just click the little button and put an ad together. It's really simple. Languages as well you can mess with, but like I said again, this is something that you're going to really have to mess with to find your clientele. Education and work you can use as well. I think that's another one that you can get really specific with people who have already graduated from college, who are in college, depending on what you do. Workplaces as well. If there's a company out there, say you just wanted to target people who worked for, I don't know, let's see if Nike pops up. Yeah, Nike. You can put that in there. It's probably going to make, yeah. There's fewer than 20 people live in Murfreesboro who golf, who like Nike. But you get the point. You can go after just people in an organization or a company if you're selling maybe something that they need. All right, and then we're going to go down here to campaign pricing and scheduling. Now, I've already got my credit card listed in here, so you would have to do that probably after you fill this out. But you can choose a campaign name. I've already got one listed in there. I think, can I do a new one? Yeah. You would come here and click create a new campaign. I'll just do it for this. And we'll just call this training. Okay, so I've got a new campaign called training, and now you can pick how much money you want to spend a day. Now they won't let you go too low anymore because your ad won't be effective at all. You won't be able to get any impressions. And for people who just don't know what an impression is, an impression just means it shows up on someone's page. Someone had the opportunity to see it and click on it. Doesn't necessarily mean they did click on it. It just means that it popped up. It gave somebody the opportunity to click on. But I'll try $1 per day. You can also switch it to a lifetime budget. So I could switch it to that and say, once $350 is what they suggested, which I wouldn't do for this campaign by any means. But you can switch it, say, after $30, once that's spent up, cut me off, I'm done. We're going to go back to per day. And then below that, you can do a schedule also when you want to start and stop your campaign. So say you were just doing an ad for a certain event or sale that's going to end, Sunday, so there's no point of running that ad any longer. You can give it a cutoff time. So in case you didn't do a lifetime budget, you just did it per day. Well, I want you to cut it off on Sunday. This is even really cool too because you really want to play with your ads for the first, I still play with them, but a month or two. Especially once you've gone after a certain demographic for so long and you've gotten as many people as you think you really possibly can, you're going to want to switch that up. So you might just want to cut it off at Sunday at 5 or whenever so you don't forget about it. Your campaign keeps running and you're spending money when you don't have time to come back and research it and check it out. Pretty cool as well. And then at the very bottom, which is most important, is the pricing. And this is really, really cool. And like I kind of compared it to Google pay-per-click before, but I'd never seen this. You couldn't do this with your own Google AdWords campaign, where you can choose if you want to pay by the click or pay by the impression. And pay by the click obviously means every time somebody clicks on it, this is how much it's going to cost you. But what they do, and this is what I've been using, they also do pay for impressions, which is a lot cheaper, and you pay per 1,000 impressions. So as of right now, if I was to try to place this ad, they are suggesting that I pay in between 31 cents and 45 cents per 1,000 impressions. Now, of course, the more you bid, more likely your ad's going to show up, but that doesn't mean if you go below suggested bid that you're not going to get impressions, because it happens for me all the time. So what I would probably do in this instance, I'm just going to go down even cheaper, and I'm going to go with 20 cents. So once that goes through, if Facebook allows me, says that's enough money on my budget and I'll get some clicks, and they let that go through, I'm going to pay 20 cents per 1,000 impressions, and I'm going to get up to 5,000 impressions a day for $1. For $1. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And anybody who doesn't do this, I don't understand why. You could get, you know, do $1 a day budget. That's only $30 a month for what, crap ton of impressions. Now that doesn't mean you're gonna get the 5,000 every day. You could, but it may vary. You might only get 3,500 or 4,200, but you'll max out at 5,000. So you can play around with that. It also depends big time on the likes and interests you go after. If there's more people in your area or nationwide wanting to use the same likes and interests, it's harder to get those ads up every day, so they will suggest you to bid more. So it's just going to vary on who you're trying to go after. But once you got that, when you've got everything filled out, you can go ahead and review the ad.
Tim Cronin4 at Gmail.
And it's going to go ahead and show you your ad summary, I guess you could say. That's what it's going to look like. That's what it's going to say. Those are the people you're going to target. This is the name of the campaign. This is what you're going to be paying, so on and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and place this order, even though I'll be canceling it afterwards. Just to kind of show you, I want to show you the rest of the process once you've got everything filled out. And then it says, boom, your ad was created successfully. And it's going to kind of show you down here, the same thing, who you're targeting. And then once Facebook approves it, they have to approve your ad, that it's sending it to a decent site, that you're not using any profanity and bad marketing and so on and so forth. I really haven't had a problem with this at all, but Facebook could deny it. And then once it gets up and running, you're going to have this bar when you go into your campaigns, and it's going to show you. Actually, I'll give you an example. But before we do that, also, I always like seeing this. Before your ad goes live, you can go here and view on profile, and it'll pull up a new tab and show you. It just loads up. It's going to show you what your ad would look on a profile. So this is my profile page, and then bam, there's your little ad right there. So that's what it would look like on somebody's profile page, which is really cool too, because it gives you an option or an idea to see what people are going to see on their page. Is that ad going to pop out enough for them to click on that, for them to see that? So you can play with that. Also, if you're looking at your ad, you don't like the way it looks before it goes live, while Facebook's reviewing it, you can edit it, and you just click that, and it'll go back to the process before of when we went through the demographics and targeting people and stuff like that. So then once they say you're good to go, I'll kind of show you the back office real quick of what you're going to be seeing. Let me find a campaign. Yeah, then you can come back to your campaigns, and you can it'll give you a list. I've got a bunch up here. Let's just look at one. You would just click on whatever your campaign's called, and then it's going to show you something like this. These are all ads that I never even got to start, but this is what it's going to look like. The bid was 33 cents. This is how many impressions you're going to get. how many clicks you got, your click-through rate, your cost per click, how much money you spent, so on and so forth. And then Facebook will pull out the money. I don't know what it is exactly. I'm sure you can look into it. I don't think it's monthly. I think it's like bi-weekly. But it's usually such a small amount of money that I don't even really recognize it. So, there you go, guys, ladies and gentlemen. A little walkthrough of how easy it is to set up a Facebook sponsored ad and how you could literally have this up and running in less than an hour. And Facebook usually takes another few hours to check it over. So you could be up and running today, same day as watching this video. So look into it, check it out if you think it's for you, which I think it's for everyone. Give it a shot. And if you have any more questions about this, we can you can contact me and we can go over anything that you need help in. So I hope this helps you out and get some sponsored ads starting up and start driving some traffic to your fan pages and websites.